What up, world? Back again. It is the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, VicXL.
And I'm Creeker Mariah.
All right, and y'all know what it is. When y'all see the Country Rap Report, you're going to get the best in your coverage of the genre of country rap, whether it's exclusive artist interviews, whether it's reactions, whether it's reviews, or whether it's country rap hot topics. And when you see me and this beautiful lady together, you're going to get the best in country rap hot topics. We are your number one news source in the genre of country rap. So there's no need to look any further when it comes to the
Hot
subject.
topics in country rap.
That's right. Now, before we get too deep into it, gotta say, and this show is gonna air after the fact, but today is Chief's birthday, so we gotta say happy birthday to my guy Chief. October the
Yeah.
4th. Salute to you, Chief. You born one day before my daughter. My daughter's birthday is October the 5th.
Right on. Happy early birthday to your daughter, or when this airs, everybody make sure and say happy late birthday to his granddaughter.
Happy belated. I also gotta say shout out to Katita, definitely out doing her thing, planting her flag in this thing we call life. And I've gotta
Yes.
say, hey man, for those who don't follow me on my personal page, gotta say salute to these people. Party City. Gotta salute Party City because this is my favorite month of the year. It is 31 days of October. And if you don't follow me on social media, you
We're
should
missing out.
just to smile once a day. Just to
Yeah.
smile once a day. Now, I'm gonna say this because a lot of y'all are asking me questions. Hey Vic, you why you ain't got no hair on this picture? Why you got hair on this picture? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. I've been in Party City so long, I don't believe in repeating the same costume. So, like, I have one pirate picture. There's no need for me to take a different pirate picture every year when Party City
Right.
does it. So I
Yeah.
do recycle pictures. But
Yeah.
hey, I gain new people every year. So there are people who've never seen them. So y'all just
Yeah.
pipe down, calm down, and
Calm down. It's
enjoy.
an old picture, okay?
Yeah,
It'll be
enjoy
all
the show.
right.
Enjoy the
Yeah,
show.
just calm down. Enjoy the show. It's okay if it's an old picture. You don't want to be a pirate twice. Yeah, I get it. And yeah, no, I seen today, what was it, a weed head or
We
something you were wearing? Yeah, a weed, like a pot, like with weed with pot in it.
yeah, pothead. Maybe I should put pothead. That's it,
Yeah,
pothead.
because it was a pot, was it not a pot? And then on the top was like weed leaves.
I'm gonna edit that when we finish.
Okay, well, you're welcome. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're gonna dive right on into these country rap hot topics. First thing I gotta say is this: I want to give out two congratulations. First and foremost, gotta say congratulations to the Sticks. I've always said one of my favorite rap groups in the genre of country rap. The Sticks just hit 60,000 subs on their YouTube channel. They're definitely
Nice.
bonding. They're now part of the Outlaw Nation crew. But
Yes.
shout out to the Sticks for hitting 60K. That's a real
Wow.
grind.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it wasn't long ago that they had, hardly any. They were just kind of getting their foot in the door. So I know they dropped a new song called Broken recently. I think we talked about it on the last episode, but that song Broken was dope. It reminded me almost of the new song Boosie dropped in a way. Boosie's was about different stuff. But anyway, yeah, shout out to the Sticks.
60K, man, that's a major feat. I also gotta say,
Absolutely.
congratulations and shout out to my guy Chad Arms. Number one, he has an amazing song and video with Broadnex. We talked about it on the last episode. But now
Yeah.
he's on a weight loss journey. Now he's
Oh,
on a
really?
weight loss journey, and Chad Arms has dropped 15 pounds, and he's dropped
Nice.
from three. He dropped 15 pounds. I got it right here. He is now at 350. He was 365. He's at 350. So 15 pounds in, he's already dropped. Now I think I found
That's
him.
amazing. Yeah,
I
me
think they
too.
came and knocked on my door like, hey,
Yep,
Chad sent us.
for sure. For sure. And that's no small task. I mean, even to lose, 10% of your body weight is a phenomenal, achievement. So salute to him. And yeah, what a role model. Gives me a little inspiration. So
Yeah, I don't have that discipline. I hate to say it, but I don't have the discipline to do it. And I wish I did.
yeah, it's hard. It's so hard. It's so easy to put weight on and then so hard to take it off.
And also, a lot of people know Chad Arms as Chatty Bobby. Well,
Yes.
now he is now to be known as Chad Arms, aka Snappy Gilmore.
What? Snappy Gilmore? Where'd you get that?
That's his new moniker, Snappy Gilmore.
From where?
He is Lex Top Dollar, I guess, gave
Yeah,
him that moniker. Chad Arms likes to flip names like Chatty Bobby, Ricky Bobby,
yeah.
Snappy Gilmore, Happy
Keeps it
Gilmore.
interesting.
But
Yeah, from Happy Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
and not to mention, when you rap, when you got a dope verse, they say, "Oh, he snapped."
Yep.
Snappy Gilmore. It's a metaphor.
Oh, all right. I gotcha. Was it this last song that you talked about on the last episode that gave him that nickname?
Lex Top Dollar gave him the nickname.
Okay. He's very well known, I believe, in the 615 area code, right?
Yes,
Likes Top Dollar.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
I've
he
heard Jelly
rap,
Roll speak on him and stuff.
he raps, he makes beats, but he's definitely a character for y'all to check out. But that's who gave Chad Arms the name. So from now on, in all of
Awesome.
2024, Chad Arms, aka Snappy Gilmore. Y'all make sure if y'all don't know Chad Arms, y'all lock in with him. He has amazing podcasts and he makes
Yes.
amazing music.
It's hard to believe that he's been doing music as long as he has and not as many people know about him and how many episodes he's done on that podcast. Speaking of the 615 area, Charlie P is also well known in that area. And I just wanted to think of or say this while I was thinking of it. He worked on a song recently with DJ Cliffy D and Gorilla Zoe. I don't know if you're familiar with Gorilla Zoe, but
Absolutely.
Charlie P, yeah. So they put out a song called Freak. Or no, is it coming out or did they put it out already? I forget. I know I shared it on my community tab, but it's called Freak and it is coming out tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow at 8 p.m. I knew that. So by the time this airs, it'll be out. But DJ Cliffy D, Gorilla Zoe, and Charlie P from, the 615 area.
Gorilla Zoe is A-Town legend. He's an A-Town legend. So shout out Gorilla Zoe. Um,
He's fairly new to me, so.
Also, gotta say this. It's been out now for a week, but if you haven't had an opportunity to check it out, Deacon Blue and Pop Out Fresh strike again with Quest for Gold, their second EP of the year.
Yes.
Second EP,
Yes.
it dropped Wednesday, October the 4th. All I can say is country rap, boom bap. That's all.
Yep.
4 words for you: country rap, boom bap.
Yep. Yep. It's interesting. I tuned into a show that was live reviewing music yesterday. They had actually reached out to me on Instagram about like podcast stuff, and I happened to go check them out and see what they're all about. But they were reviewing, it was like Boom Bap Day or whatever, and all day yesterday they were playing music that people that were, that people sent in with respect to Boom Bap. So I was like, well, I gotta tell Papa and Deacon about this.
So also, since we're talking about releases, I'm going off your list, and then you just jump in behind me.
Okay.
I thought this was amazing, and this is an artist that me and former host Spank used to talk about. Colt Graves. Colt
Yeah.
Graves is an amazing artist that I feel like enough people don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow, some way, Colt Graves has teamed up with Timbaland, and they
Yep.
dropped Cowboy Capone.
It's a jam too. It's fire. I mean, I added it to my playlist like right off the bat. It's great. And he's, you're right. He's not that well known about. I don't know if I've ever really heard a lot of his music. Maybe here or there, but I had to subscribe to him when I found this, and I was like, featuring Timbaland. So yeah, I was surprised to see that, and so I'm kind of discovering him now a little bit. But yeah, dope song.
I'm officially right now as we speak adding it to the Country Rap Report playlist on
Yes.
Spotify. So anybody, if
Yeah.
you want to check it out, you can check it out. And I'm gonna start adding a lot of these songs to that playlist. That
Yeah.
way, at one point in time, the Country Rap Report playlist on Spotify was ranked like number 6 in
Hmm.
in playlist in the country rap genre. So I'm not sure what the ranking is now, but yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we talk about all these songs that drop, and I'm like, I need to make a playlist myself of everything we talk about and mention on the show because there is so much. It's rarely there's a week that goes by that there's not two or three, if not 10 new songs that drop. So, speaking of that, FJ Outlaw dropped a new song called One More Shot. And I seen Jess, being the supportive wife that she is, posting it and him posting it as well. And it's a short one, but it's FJ Outlaw. So anybody that's a fan of FJ Outlaw, be sure to go check out his new drop. It's called One More Shot. And I think it's been out maybe 2 or 3 days now, I want to say.
Also, speaking of FJ Outlaw and Jess, and I need to reach out for them. A lot of people who might not know, Jess is FJ's outlaw other half, and she released 2 records this year, Bounce and X Out, which are both fabulous records. But Jess, um, before her meeting FJ, she was a competitive bodybuilder. And if y'all are not following her journey, because I think she has a competition coming up, and I definitely want to announce that date. I'm gonna have to get with her. But follow her journey, into health and bodybuilding. And man, Jess looks amazing. She looks
And you did a really good review actually of both of her songs that she dropped, and it was like a 2-for-1 special, and I thought that was kind of cool because I haven't seen anybody do that before. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, it's on the Ride and Dirty page here under videos. It's one of the last 3, I believe, but he did a review, excellent review of those 2 songs from Jess.
So that's with us in creating content, and I feel like my crew goal is to always keep it innovative. So that's my new MO.
Double review.
Yes, double reactions. That's my new MO. You just said it. I had never seen it myself when I done it. So that's from that. Like there is right now on the way, FJ Outlaw double review, double reaction, and a Rich Regal double reaction.
Oh, I know which 2 and which 2. So I do.
So artists, that is because for me in creating content, I always feel like reactions. I feel like I like shows to be 30 minutes or better. And it's hard. I watch reactors do 30-minute reactions, but most songs are 4 minutes. Most songs are 4 minutes or less. So it's hard for me. So I was like, how can I make these shows? That's the old radio in me. Programming is 30 minutes, an hour. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a program person. So I was like, how can I do 30 minutes? Double reaction. So then I started to think, are artists going to want their songs reacted to together? I was like, what? I might do that. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing artists. So since I'm so far behind on reactions, I'm going to do their latest and next to last. I was like,
that makes sense. Because that way the newest one, will be the first part of the review, whatever's newest and popping, and then, do one after that. I think that's a great idea. And it's hard to stretch a review into, 20 or 30 minutes unless you just pause and talk constantly, and then people get bored or whatever and tune away. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, absolutely.
I try to be as innovative as possible. I noticed you had something about Adam Calhoun.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I'd almost forgot that I had told you about it. So he's been going live on YouTube. At least he went live on YouTube twice, I think, in the last week. And I think he was getting a lot of questions about whether or not him and Upchurch were cool or what was going on, because I seen you had made a short of Upchurch had said something on his Instagram about Tom. Well, we all know Adam and Tom did the Brave 1 last year, and they just released the Brave 2. Anyway, long story short, Adam kind of cleared up some rumors and questions that he'd been getting from apparently a lot of people. He spoke on, how he felt about Upchurch, and just, he was just having fun. And he did like 2 lives. They were each like an hour and a half long. So it was kind of cool. He talked on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, and it's just the internet and how people are. And I always stand behind this. One person's opinion doesn't mean that just because 2 people are cool, that doesn't mean because church doesn't agree with Tom's views that it affects him and Adam's relationship. When we're grown, if you just know you set boundaries. You set boundaries because you're not gonna like everything everybody do, and everybody ain't gonna be everybody's friend. There are people that like you who don't like me, and vice versa, and that's okay. Just keep it respectful. Like I'm not trying to convince people to like you. I don't understand why they wouldn't, but I'm not trying to convince them
Okay.
to. Just keep it
Right.
respectful when you communicate.
Yeah.
Like, you can't talk bad about Mariah to me, but
No.
your opinion is your opinion.
Right, exactly. Yeah, people can't talk bad about you to me, but if they don't like you, that's on them, and I'm not going to try and change them or convince them to like you, but I'm going to, keep it respectful in business, which everybody should do. It's not that hard. So yeah, he cleared up some of those rumors about are you and church beefing or not friends anymore, ever going to work with church again. I don't think he said whether or not he'd ever work with him again, but I think the answer to that's kind of obvious. I would say he would definitely work with him again because it's smart for business.
Absolutely. Very smart for business. Ain't no way you can just miss out on that potential money. Um,
Absolutely.
Also, because you got a major list here, and I'm adding them to the playlist. We mentioned FJ.
Yeah.
And going back to Adam, I'm sure Adam's tired of hearing it. I'm sure he's tired of people asking him, "Are you in church beefing? Are you in church beefing?" And what
Right.
I seen, he's like, "Listen, man. Last I talked to the guy a month ago, we were cool.
Yep.
Unless y'all know
Yep.
something I don't know,
Right.
we're cool." And to me,
Yep.
that's the only self-respecting answer. Unless you know something I don't know, because I'm a firm believer. There are probably people that don't like me, and I don't know. So
Yeah.
until I know or find out, we're cool. And then when I find
Exactly.
out, you know,
You're
and
getting a phone call.
or if I hear something, I'm gonna ask them. But until I find out, we're cool. I don't think any of us chase down problems. Like,
No.
hey,
I
church,
think if you do, yeah, we ain't got time for that.
yeah, like, I'm sure Adam seen what church said. It didn't implement,
Probably.
and even in saying it, church took clips of what Tom does. He didn't even take clips of the braid. So
No, it wasn't a shot at Adam at all.
yeah. So it is what it is. And he didn't even say he necessarily had a problem with Tom. It's just, I guess,
No.
some of the ideology of Tom he doesn't understand.
And
And
that's what Adam Calhoun was addressing in that live. He was addressing, yes, Tom is a Canadian, and but he's an American patriot. He pays taxes in America. He loves his country. He can't run for president. And but Adam said, but I can. And he's like, well, I plan on running in 2024. He said, but then he said, it looks like 2028. Adam Calhoun for president. So we'll see.
well, so it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully that year we'll have Adam Calhoun running and Kanye West. I mean,
Right?
wouldn't that be kind of cool? Wouldn't
Be
that be kind
dope.
of cool? Two rappers running for president, Kanye West
Right.
and Adam Calhoun. Now, chances are neither one of them will win, but it'll
Right.
be great content for all of
Absolutely.
us content creators. Adam
Well, and
Calhoun,
who thought
Kanye
Trump was
West.
ever going to be, Trump was a reality TV star, and I'm not going to go political here at all. But who would have thought, he was going to be president? But Adam spoke about that long before he was president, and then he ended up, winning. So, and then I seen somebody in the Just in Time camp. I don't know if it was Just in Time, and Larry Dale Reed. He's from Gringo Gang. He released a song with Justin called "Drinking Pains." But I don't think it was him. They made these suits for like American with the United States seal on them or whatever. But he was talking about running for president. So I was like, oh, country rappers are now all trying to run for president. So, but yeah, Kanye, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Kanye, I don't know if he's ever going to try again, but he did try at one point in time. You know,
Yeah,
so
I remember
hey,
people talking about it.
I
Who
voted
knows?
for him. Look,
You did?
but look, I voted for him. I don't even know the man platform. The man could have been trying to send me back into slavery. I just voted for him because he's a rapper. I lie to you not. I'm ignorant. I literally voted for him because he's a damn rapper. Like, hell yeah. So look, if Adam Calhoun and Kanye West end up on the same ballot, I got to do a special edition duel.
Oh yeah, for sure. Presidential version.
The
This is the
presidential version of the
presidential.
duel. Gotta
Yeah, for sure.
gotta definitely do it. Gotta definitely do
That's hilarious. Did you see Big Poe had released a really, really fire track? It's not got a lot of views actually, which I'm surprised because I figured it would relate with a lot of people. I think the reason it doesn't have a lot of views is because it's just a audio, it's not a video, but it's called Nursery Rhymes, and Big Poe is one of my favorites probably now that I, think about it. Whenever he drops stuff, I'm reminded. We did a fire song with Millie Red and the Lax, but this one's called Nursery Rhymes. It's been out like 3 weeks, and it's only got like 2,000 views, but it's a really good song.
Poe is a lyrical beast. Like Poe, I'm sorry, Poe. I'm still stuck on Bayou Baby. It's on repeat.
Raised in the 80s.
I probably done missed some Poe releases because I can't get off of Bayou Baby. But Poe is he's definitely represents for Louisiana.
Oh
And,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
and speaking of Big Poe, this is something that wasn't on our list, but we said Louisiana. Guys, say shout out to Billy the Kid and Kyle Kane. They just released the NO version of Dirty Stripper.
Really
Yes. So
awesome.
it's and when I say the NO version, because it has one of those traditional New Orleans bounce beats. But it's
Okay,
very entertaining. Dope song anyway in the original format. But if you
yeah.
get a chance, check it out. It's on all streaming platforms.
Billy the Kid, of course, and he
Karaoke.
goes by BDK, I think, off road on YouTube, and then Kyle Kane, rapper on a Raptor. Yeah, I need me a dirty stripper. I know what you're talking about. So they released a new version of that. That's cool. All right, I'll have to check that out. Thank you.
All right. Also, we're gonna do this is a quick Jellyroll double conversation. First and
Yeah.
foremost, Jellyroll has been announced to be one of the headliners for 2024's Tailgating Tall Boys. He,
Yes,
he's
with
the
Shine
headliner.
Down and
Yeah, he's the headliner for I want to say the first night. I don't know if that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or
probably Thursday. I know it's like June something of next year. It's probably a Thursday is the first night, I want to say.
and he also made an appearance on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, just last night. So by the time this airs, but anyway, yeah, last night. So Tuesday night, he was on Jimmy Fallon and performed Halfway to Hell. And I don't know if he performed more than just that one song, but I did find the video from the late night show with Jimmy Fallon on YouTube of him performing that song. Totally cool. Because 10 years ago, he was actually mentioned on Jimmy Fallon,
Really?
but he was just mentioned. Yeah, he was mentioned just briefly in the introduction when Jimmy comes out and like says hi to the audience and he does these little funny things. He said, meanwhile, a rapper is being sued by Waffle House for using their logo on his album cover, Whiskey, Weed, and Waffle House. And it was Jellyroll's album, but he wasn't on the show. He was just mentioned 10 years ago to the day, I think, to the date, I believe.
That's cool. That's
Yeah, super
manifestation.
cool.
That's manifestation. Um,
Absolutely.
Also, you got something about the cannabis redneck rave?
Yeah, that's coming up this next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. They're doing it in my home state, Missouri, this year. It's still pretty far for me, but I know Chief said he was going to go. So happy birthday, Chief. And I hope you're very excited about that. I know he's going to be doing his business venture out there, the Gel Soft. So salute to Chief, salute to Just in Time for putting on the Redneck Rave, for bringing it to Missouri and doing it when the weather cooled off. So I think that'll be a blast. There's going to be a lot of people there. And yeah, he released that song with Larry Dale Reed or Space Dad just recently, and that made me think of Chief. So yeah, super cool. I'm excited for it. I hope I get to go. I don't know for sure yet.
If y'all get a chance, man, if you watch this show and you're at that redneck rave, make sure you go to Extraction Point, Gel Soft
Yep.
attraction. Chief will be there holding it down. Tell him,
Yep.
like, hey
Hopefully
man,
I'll be there.
I'll be seeing you on the Country Rap Report, and y'all support Chief and definitely salute to Just in Time for the whole conception of Redneck Rave. And
Yes.
basically, it's a country rap festival that travels, and that's big. And he's been doing it for years. If y'all haven't had an opportunity, Vice did a special some years back on Redneck Rave, and
Yeah.
if you get a chance, check it out. You can look it up on YouTube, or if you got Vice Television or the app, but it's there.
Yep.
Check out Justin Time's Redneck Rave, support the Redneck Rave, and support Drinking Pains with him and Larry Del Reed.
Yeah, that song, that song had 10,000 comments on it before they dropped it, And yeah, they've been waiting a while to drop it, but it's their hustle. Just in Time is a hustler, and so is Larry Dale Reed. He grinds all day, every day on social media. So I think it was really cool that, within 3 or 4 days it hit 500,000 views, but it had 10,000 comments on it before the song ever dropped. I was like, that's how you market stuff. But speaking of Just in Time, did you see where Rich Regal is now his booking manager? Like anybody that's trying to book Just in Time and Little White for the next year is they're going through Rich Regal.
I think that is dope. Super, super shout out to Rich Regal. Um,
Yes.
Definitely me or you or both of us at separate times got to get Rich Regal's face on this screen.
Yes.
Not only is he a major booker and a player in this game, but he's an artist. He just released um that
Looking for
there,
Love. Beautiful song.
yes, that as well as the cipher that he done, the right power.
Oh, what? Yeah, the Right Power cipher. Yes.
So that's going to be one of my part of my double reaction. I'm gonna react to the cipher and I'm gonna react to Looking for Love. But Rich Regal,
Awesome.
I always called him the merch king because he had some of the best merch in the game, but
Yeah.
also major promoter, insane on stage,
Yep.
hook you up with a fire tattoo. My guy's just an
Yeah.
all-around businessman. So hopefully he'll
Yes.
grace either this page or your page or a joint interview or something. But salute to Rich Regal. And that's the
Yes.
major accomplishment being able to be the booker for Just in Time and Lil White, two of the major players
Right.
in country rap.
Because they're releasing their album this month, the Just in Time versus Little White album, and I seen that they had posted a picture together and announced that Rich Regal was going to be their booking agent. Basically, you got to go through him if you want them to be booked for a show. I was like, well, that's totally cool because he does run a very, very tight ship, and I respect him and look up to him because he is such a businessman. So he's a good leader, and I believe he's very trustworthy.
Okay. Also, man, salute to the Real Young Swag. It's an artist that me and Spank used to cover a lot. And again, that's another artist who I feel like maybe so many people in the genre don't talk about. That guy
Yep.
is insane. And he just released a joint today as we record called Brainwash. I haven't
Yes.
have you checked it out yet?
No, I shared it, but I wasn't able to make the premiere. And he had a song though called Desperado that I absolutely love that song. And nobody really knows about him. Like I don't hear anybody ever talk about him. So I'm glad we're talking about him. Like you said, we're the number one source for all your country rap news because we really do mention so many people. But the Real Young Swag has an amazing song that he put out like a year ago called Desperado. And then this one was called Brainwash, but I haven't got to check it out yet. But he's super talented. So he kind of reminds me, or Just Trey kind of reminds me of him a little bit. So, and I know Just Trey is a big fan of the Real Young Swag. So I think that's cool. And Just Trey is dropping an album on the 27th of this month too called Me, Myself, and I.
I seen that. I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. He's
I,
Big Creek Squad. So,
I'm gonna be very honest, and I still haven't seen this a lot. And if you artists out there, if you take advantage of this, um, for country rap, to me, I think fall releases are amazing because it's the best time to get out and do fall festivals at your
yeah.
church fairs. Like to me,
Bonfire.
yeah, this is the best time of year to drop because you
Yeah.
got a lot of people who live a country life, um,
Yes.
who basically are outside and they're playing
Yep.
music. So if I was an artist, I definitely would drop in the fall. I would drop something in the fall. I'm not saying I wouldn't drop all year, but it would be a must that I drop something in the fall season and try to get as many shows as possible because people are outside. Hell, I was just at a fair last weekend. I'm probably gonna be at one this weekend. It's just fall festival and fair season.
It absolutely is. People that live that country lifestyle, when the weather gets the least bit chilly, we're outside building a bonfire, carrying the speaker out or cranking up the outdoor speakers. And, you stay outside all evening and chill or do yard work or whatever. And the music's always on. So great time to drop good music.
Absolutely. All right, I see you had some about Upchurch.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you if you had the chance to see his most recent. He did like something he used to do a lot. It was kind of like you know how people Upchurch will drop these videos and they're funny, and then people will, rewatch it and react to it.
Hmm?
He dropped one like those old videos called what was it, Vernie with the mud flap or something like that. I didn't know if you watched it or not.
I didn't even know it existed. So tell me.
Yeah. Um, well, he spoke in it about the last time he made the news. So, did we talk about that on the last episode, how he made the news?
Yes, we talked about how they talked about his situation
Yeah,
in Nashville and how he was upset that they didn't even reach out to him. But you know,
yeah. So
so
he spoke about, he was kind of not clapping back necessarily, but speaking about that in this video, but he phrased it, in the sense that the last time he made the news in Nashville, uh, it was over something. I want to say the Nicole Arbor something, and he ended up settling, I think, out of court or whatever with that. But he was talking about one of the ladies that spoke on the news about him the last time, and it's a traditional Upchurch, funny video. It did make me laugh, but it's a short one, short and sweet. So
yeah, I haven't. I just found it. I'll definitely check it out tonight.
yeah,
I'm glad to say this. So Upchurch at the beginning of September had was on Project Ghost, and we all
yeah,
was wondering where we're going to see Upchurch again. Well,
right,
Upchurch is back on the internet. He's released "If I Was a Truck." He's released his "Burning with a Mud Flap." He's been in obviously recording with Kalani
yep,
in Blue Ridge.
yep,
Him and Brianna was in Blue Ridge together. So
or Pigeon Forge.
yeah, Pigeon Forge. I said Blue Ridge.
Yeah, that's
But I
okay.
think I think he went to Pigeon Forge, but I think he's been in Blue Ridge also. I'm not sure.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds right, actually. But I know the Rod Run was in Pigeon Forge, and it looked like he had a good vacation. So, and I know we talked about that a little bit on the last, but now we're seeing a little bit more of that footage come out. So, there's like a Ryan Upchurch fan page that's on YouTube, and
Uh-huh.
they usually do a pretty good job of putting out like a summary, but they include all kinds of people, like Deerdorf, some of his friends, and his cousin, and stuff like that too. But yeah, I'm excited that he's, back at it. He said he took a month break. So, but yeah, he did put out one of his, videos like he always used to put out called Burning with a Mud Flap. And if you need a laugh or just kind of an escape from reality for a little bit, go watch it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. One of the most
Yeah,
entertaining guys on the internet. Um,
absolutely.
Last thing I have on the list that you sent over was and I gotta say salute. Actually, it's not the last thing. Um,
Trying to think what all I sent now.
yeah, but
Thought I had it memorized.
it's one of them. I'm going to just go over for a moment when I'm not even gonna get into that one.
Okay.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, and that's something you actually talked about when it dropped. But
Oh yeah.
it's at 100K right now,
Yeah. Yep. I
and
believe it's almost at 100,000. Yeah.
that's dope. Shout out to Struggle. Um, Struggle has got a large amount of exposure over the summer being on tour
Yeah.
with Jelly, and I want to say Struggle probably made every stop. I think he was part of every stop. There was
Yeah.
some stops that had Yellow Wolf, some stops had 3 6 Mafia, and there
Yeah.
was other artists on it too. But I think Struggle was part of the entire tour, and he's reaping the benefits from that exposure because
Yep.
100K on a record that hasn't it's been out a month is really good for him, considering most of his records have more of a slow build, and that's a pretty
Yeah.
fast build for Struggle. So salute to Struggle, who's always consistently making good music.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think the video for it just dropped 4 days ago, actually, and it's already it was at like 80 some thousand, I want to say, when I looked uh yesterday or whatever. So I would say it's probably at 100,000 definitely by the time this airs, so maybe 5 6 days. And I think that's phenomenal. He's obviously from the Jennings bloodline, so, or however it is, he's related, whatever. But his daughter is dating Upchurch, speaking of Upchurch. And I seen they were both wearing, in Upchurch's last video thing he put out, he was wearing the Waylon shirt, which is the logo, from the Jennings. But anyway, I seen they were both wearing the Waylon Jennings stuff. So I don't know,
Yeah,
food for thought.
yeah, but shout out to everything that goes on in Upchurch. Hopefully, we'll see really, really soon a Upchurch struggle song
That would be phenomenal.
with her on the hook. I think that would be really, really dope. A struggle song, a struggle in church with Upchurch on
Yeah.
the hook.
There you go. No, that manifest that right now, like seriously, because they did songs before. There's one called South Side that was Upchurch and Struggle Jennings, but to put Brianna on the hook, it would be, very cool to hear her sing with her dad and her boyfriend. So yeah, I think that's a great idea.
All right, now I gotta say this also because we didn't mention Deacon Blue, not Deacon Blue. I'm sorry, Demon Jones, one of my favorite artists in the game,
Yes.
has a new song called Southern Sun Rising, and
With
it
his
features
girls.
his daughters JJ and Sissy. I haven't heard
Yeah.
JJ and Sissy on the record since they done the Christmas project together a couple years ago. And
Yep.
I'm very, very excited to hear this. Hopefully they're friends to make a play and become artists, and their dad already knows the business. So to have
Yep.
a sister group, JJ and Sissy, it'd be very, very interesting to see how far Damon can carry those girls, you know,
Absolutely.
especially with his expertise. And
Oh, yeah, plethora of knowledge.
and gotta shout out Katie Noel. She has a new record about to drop called Jim Bean.
Really?
And
Okay, I didn't know that.
and I'm glad to see Katie stays active, even though she receives an enormous amount of hate. She doesn't let that stop her from recording and doing
Right.
what she needs to do to further her career. So love her, hate her, whatever the case may be. For those who love her, check out Jim Bean, and for those who hate her,
Does she still get hate? Does she still get hate? Like hate comments and stuff?
she will forever get hate.
Wow, that's crazy. Like
She will,
kind of forgot that, she was even getting hated on there for a little bit, but
no,
makes sense.
she's gonna forever, forever, forever get hate. And last but not
Well,
least,
yeah.
on my side, Dusty Lee, and I think you mentioned it before about he has a project dropping. Um,
Yeah, his new album was it Blessed with a Curse, I think?
yes, yes.
Or is
But
that I confuse
Dusty,
his and Jack Gaspard's albums.
yeah, I think Blessed with a Curse might be the name of Jack's. Let me look up Dusty's real
Then
quick.
a gift and a curse, I think, is Dusty's. Then one of them's blessed with a curse, the other one's a gift and a curse.
But
Maybe.
Dusty to me is one of the most. Dusty's is called Gift and a Curse. Gift and a
Yeah,
Curse, and Blessed with a Curse is Jack Gaspard's, which is dope and was
yeah.
produced entirely by Beats by Dunbar.
Beats by number. Yes.
So I
They
want
need
to
to
close.
watch the last episode to see more about Dunbar too.
I want to close this out. I want to close this episode out unless you have anything else by talking about Beats by Dunbar and something that we have the pleasure to do with Beats by Dunbar. We mentioned it in the last episode, and we're going to mention it again until it's all over.
Because we have updates.
We have updates. But the first thing I want to say before I get
Yeah.
into it, amazing interview that you done with Beats by Dunbar. Um, you uncovered
Thank you. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
you uncovered a lot of things that hadn't been uncovered, and told an amazing story about him and his experience with Epica Records that was really, really big, and a lot of people
Yeah, it
didn't know
was.
that.
I'm so glad you shared that.
So, but Beats by Dunbar has a 16 bar challenge, the first ever of its kind that I know of. Dunbar took 18 MCs, put them together, and basically the way he's going to do it, it's going to be like two artists on the song, and he's doing it by rounds. And I want to shout out all the people that are involved. Official coach, Just Chris, Redneck, Rocky Skeleton, Stone Miller, Tone the Bone, Toiler, Uncle Turtle, Rex, and Bubba Chubbs. But shout out to all 18 of those competitors who are part of Dunbar's 16 bar challenge. It's going to start on October the 20th. It's hosted by myself,
Yes.
you, Jack Gaspard, and Beats by Dunbar. and made the best
Yeah.
man win. The beat is insane,
Yeah.
and what he's also doing. So he has he has two artists that we're working on a commercial, but and I got to get you involved on this commercial. But basically, Jack Gaspar has a verse, and Deacon Blue has a verse, and that's going to kind of lead us into the competition. But may the best man
The
win.
battle. That's cool.
I'm not sure
Yeah. All right. I
why.
know Clint was working on the graphic for it, so
Yeah. So I'm so excited. October the 20th will be the first round. Round one will be October the 20th. I'm really excited about it. Some great artists
yes,
in this thing. Um,
absolutely.
King Kush is in it also. I didn't mention because I'm looking at the list, but the list I think what I'm looking at doesn't have all 18 artists on it. But King Kush is in it. Official Coach is in it. Um, Shout out to everybody. I don't. I'm looking at this list.
Rex, Tone the Bone, yeah, Toilet, Rocky Skeleton. If you go to Beats by Dunbar's Instagram page and click on the link in his bio, it goes to a link tree. And in that link tree or whatever it is the 16 bars battle brackets. And it has all their names at the bottom. So the first round, it'll be one artist versus another artist. Then the winner of those go into the next bracket, which is three in a bracket, and they compete against the other two, and then it goes up from there, and then yeah. So anyway, the illustration is lined out in his Instagram on his bio, Beats by Dunbar on Instagram.
I just found it. So let me do this properly for all these competitors. The 18 artists are King Kush. Round one, battle one will be King Kush versus Mike Sons.
Yes.
Battle two will be Rocky Skeleton versus Bubba Chubbs. Battle three will be Boo Boo versus Stone Miller. Battle four will be Tone the Bone versus Rex. Battle five will be John Hogan versus Official Coach. Battle six will be Uncle Turtle versus Just Chris. Seven will be Redneck versus Buck the Trend. Eight will be Toiler versus C Mill. And nine will be Mind Over Matter JP versus Floyd Skelton.
Whew. It's a lot of talent.
Do you have in your mind, who do you see coming out of it, or do you just want to remain silent?
Because there's artists in there that, to be fair, there's artists in there that I've actually never heard before. I would not put anything out there yet saying I think so and so. Now, if I know that there's brackets like with the artists that I do know, I could speculate on that. But they do surprise us at times. They come out of nowhere with this fire, 16 bar challenges are usually when they like surprise you sometimes. So I wouldn't put anything out there yet because there's so much talent, and people will just have to watch and see. The voting will be in the live chat, so the people decide.
Well, I'm gonna be very, very honest. The winners of this are the fans. The fans
Yeah.
are the winners of this because this is the first
Yes.
time I've seen something done to this manner. The fans, me and you, we're winners because we get to be a part of this historic event. This will be
Yes.
around when we're dead and gone, and we'll be part of it.
Yep.
I feel so honored to even be asked to be a part of it. So to be able to be
Yeah.
on part
Me
of
too.
it, and me and you be able to put our feet print in country rap history, we're the
Yep.
winners. The fans are
That's
the
what
winners.
it's all about. Yeah, that's winning right there. So, that's how I felt too. I was just like, man, thank you so much. I'm honored. I'm surprised and very grateful. So, yeah, like you said, it's making history in country rap because it's a movement right now and it's definitely getting bigger, but we can still make an impact. So I think that I couldn't be more grateful.
All right, salute Beats by Dunbar, October the 20th. Y'all, please, please, please. Friday, October the 20th. I think 9 p.m. It's going down. I'm so excited. Um, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear on camera. No, I'm just joking. Um, I'm just
You
excited that
probably are.
yeah, you're right. I probably am. But again, salute the Beats by Dunbar for allowing myself and Creeker Mariah to even be a part of it, So
It's for real,
that,
for real, for real. Are you gonna wear a costume?
it's Halloween time. I just might wear.
I don't know why I had to ask that.
I might dress up like a battle rapper, maybe or
There
something.
you go.
Maybe I'll dress up like a battle rapper, and But man, salute to everybody.
Yes.
And I haven't said this in a while, but salute to everybody that's in the chat. Remember, Country Rap Report airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. I know we've been missing some episodes, but we're going to work really, really hard to maintain that schedule because I know a lot of people work their work schedule or make play us while they're working. So I feel like we owe it to you guys to keep the content coming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday,
Yeah.
10 a.m. Everybody who's in the live chat, we are still the latest chat in the genre. Make sure you check out Creeker Mariah, who does the amazing interview. She just done an amazing interview with Kendall Tucker, an amazing interview with Beats by Dunbar. Check out her content. Check out the duel. Check out everything we got going on because we're trying to build a community of people. Everybody there's entertainment community, beef community. We are part of the music community, and
Music.
our
Yeah,
mission
absolutely.
is not to tear down, but build up. So if you like that and you like being part of something positive, don't hesitate to subscribe to Creeker Mariah's channel. Tell them your channel.
Yeah, it's all caps Creeker Mariah on YouTube. You guys can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, all caps Creeker Mariah, and in the Country Rap Report group on Facebook. Please share your stuff there. And yeah, I mean, we need more people that are, trying to build bridges, like you said. And what do you say? Close the gap, or how do you put
Bridge
it?
the gap. Bridge the gap.
Bridge the gap. Build bridges. Yeah, bridge the gap. Where can they find you at?
They can find me, man, on. So look, please, right now on Facebook, Victor VicXL Walker, or on Instagram, Big Walk 6. Exclusive 31 days of Halloween. It's not on the Country Rap Report page. It's not on
Yep.
Brown Dirty. No, it's exclusive. It's something near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna be very, very honest. Um, these good people here, one of the people who definitely contribute to my life. I do it for my customer. The customers, I was doing it in store.
Yeah.
And the customers they like it
Yeah.
so much that I'm like, man, I'm gonna start taking pictures, putting this online. And a lot of people, I didn't do it last year, and you could see my inbox like, man, what's going on? What's the picture? So I brought it back this year. Bear with me.
Where's your outfit?
It's meant to make you smile. It's meant to just make you be like,
Yeah.
man, that Vic is not afraid to laugh at himself. And then laughing at myself can put a smile on your face as a person who watches content, because I don't like to say fans. I don't have a fan. I have a fan right
Right.
there that's blowing wind, but I don't.
Right when I'm hot.
Yeah, but I don't have a fan.
Yeah.
Everybody is part of my extended family, so I do it to
Yeah.
make you smile. You might have had the craziest day, and then see a picture of me. So that's what it's for.
Yeah. Weed
Also,
head.
yeah,
Pothead.
pothead. I got to change as soon as we get off. Pothead.
Edit.
But another thing that I do, and again, I find the most outlandish days, holidays, which are actually recognized national days, and I post me in the moment of the holiday. And this is not the easiest
What
thing
were you
to
doing with
do.
that pineapple?
What was the pineapple?
You
It
had a
was,
pineapple and a
yes,
banana.
yes. So you know what? Yes, that day was
Yeah.
National Eat Food
Eat
at
fruit
Work
day
Day. I was about to record a podcast
at
at
work.
work.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. That's specific.
yes. National Eat Fruit at Work Day. But that's again, I do a lot of things that are merely my escapes from reality. Like my wife be like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" And I'm like, "Today is National Bunko Day." And so to me, I feel like if it makes me feel
Smarties. Let me
good,
go buy some Smarties.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah.
makes
No,
me feel
yeah,
good doing
exactly.
it,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna feel good seeing it.
Yeah.
So it's not even
Yeah.
about the clicks or
Because when
getting.
you have the Smarties, No, it's not. And like you had the Smarties, and I immediately thought, well, that's cool. You actually went and got Smarties and posted, for National Smarties Day. And so, kind of off of that, my son got his grade card like the same day. And I was like, speaking of Smarties, look
Yes.
at my son, So it also has a ripple effect in the community and a ripple effect of positivity rather than seeing something negative or something hating on somebody, then rippling that into more hate. It's something positive. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's all to me, it's always about the positivity. Um, I'm not gonna say I don't get upset or people don't upset me. I try my best not dwell because one small thing can ruin your whole day. And when it ruins your day, it might ruin the day for
Yeah.
your family members. Like you're a mother and you might be having the most amazing day, and one comment will ruin your day. And your family will somehow get the effect of that because it changes your mood. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
so for me, I,
Yes.
I try
Yeah.
to be a tone
Absolutely.
setter, a pace setter, and try to keep it positive. So Victor VicXL Walker on Facebook,
Yeah.
Vic Walk 6 on Instagram. If you just want your daily dosage of positivity, that's where you can get it out on my behalf. Am I a motivational speaker? Nothing. I'm just a guy who is glad to have lived as long as I have and to be able to love people and be loved by people. That's it. People
Yeah.
like yourself.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Just like you say, yeah.
I
Just
don't
be a good
have
person.
anything else. Just be a good person. I
Yeah.
look, I this cup says just be a good person. But I've drank out of it so much you can't see it.
Nice.
Just be I had this made.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't know, let me tell the just be a good person story real quick. And me and you are ambassadors of just be a good person. Right? I have a friend and he went through a very traumatic situation. And he kind of created the slogan just be a good person. I don't ever want to take credit for it. But this is a very, very close friend of mine. And he started putting out these t-shirts. Just be a good person. That's probably what I'm going to wear on the battle. But he started putting out these t-shirts, and I said, bro, that is the most amazing thing I've seen beside a smiley face on a shirt. And he said,
Yeah.
Vic, it's yours.
Oh.
Repeat it and say it as much as possible until other people repeat and say it. So it's not about
Yep.
taking anything from anyone. It's about he wants it to be infectious. He wants it to go all across the globe until we all live by being a good person. So I
Yeah.
love when
I repeat it now.
I love when
I
I
repeat it all the time.
I love when I see you repeat it. I love when you do the hashtag
Right.
JB. No, 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 no.
Hey,
That's what it's for.
okay.
That's what it's
I'm
for.
not pandering. No, I'm just kidding. I know you know me better.
No, no, no. When I
It's
see you talk
spreading
about
good.
it, when I see you talk about it, that's what it's for. I never ever said, Mariah, say this, but it meant enough to you that you want other people to see this is what you believe in. So that's what
Yes.
it's for.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
it's for.
100%. 100%, Vic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. livest chat ever, or you can become part of the replay game. If you're an artist and it's something you got going on, single release, birthday party, divorce, hell, whatever it is, we are your number one news source in this genre. Feel free to inbox me, inbox Mariah with your news. Now, we're going to verify it, especially if you come with some gossip. We ain't just going to get on
Yeah.
the screen and say, did you know Upchurch was an alien because you said so? No.
Just fly off the handle with
Yeah,
it.
there's a lot of things that me and Mariah talk about off air that we don't bring to the camera.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
got news, you got things going on, we're here to uplift this community. So feel free to inbox myself, inbox Mariah. Let us know when your releases are dropping, videos are dropping. We're going to do our best to get it in this content. In this content. We're
Yep.
not going to
Yep. We'll
guarantee
sneak
you that
in.
we will, but we're going to do our best to get
Right.
you in these country rap hot topics.
Absolutely. Or at least share, if we don't have time to get to it, I'll share it on my community page, my Instagram story. I'm sharing stuff all the time. So, absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the next episode, please remember time is the one thing you cannot get back. And if you spend some time watching me and Mariah babble about country rap, we truly appreciate you. Because we are not anything special. We are just vessels. We're just vessels that the creator he works through us to create good vibes and a good atmosphere to try to bring you guys positive content. We're just trying to be a reflection of what the world needs to be. And that's good people. To next episode,
Yes.
ladies and boys and girls, we love you. Peace. I wish I could do that, Mariah. My hands are deformed. Mine always looks like a
I just
cheeseburger.
learned.
Yeah, mine's
Like my
always
hands are fat, but
mine like a cheeseburger.
oh yeah, I didn't think about that. People are gonna like edit me eating a cheeseburger or something. Oh well, whatever. Here you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, if they do, you know what you
Like,
do? If they do it, post it on your community tab to show them
share it.
it doesn't bother you. Ladies and boys and girls, y'all.
Absolutely.
Peace.
That's fun.